Hello, chat. Hello. Just wait a minute. We gotta get in. Oh no. I had to get through the open door. Ow, I told you when opens the door. Or until they leave. Sam!
Let's see now.
Let me in. Let me in. Can I jump the fence?
This expansive life.
See if I can jump the fence. I can jump the fence. Yeah, pog. Get in through the open door. Puggers. Shoot. Oh, look. No black market. I am no longer a part of black market. Sneaky. 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 Sneaky goblin. That's what I am. Sneaky. No, we have Quill today, and that's it. That's all we got. We got Quill. I'll probably... No. I'll probably, after that point, send you over to... somebody in ATK, because they'll probably still be going. I won't be here forever. Why are my legs not? Okay. Why are they bendy? Okay. There we go.
I believe that is danger.
Who did it? Thank you, Pliz. Thank you, Pliz. Okay, well... Quill time. Quill... time. I live here now. There's a window. And they were roommates. I wonder who Quill's roommates are. Oh, there's a knocking effect. Does Quill have roommates? And they were roommates. Musashi! Hello! Hello, Yuri. Hello. Also, hello, Mansion. Oh, the Pathfinder's showing up. Eek. Son.
See what I can gather from this.
It's robots. Robot! No, it's not robot.
Hello.
Yeah, they can just see in the bedrooms. I mean, what do you expect? You expect them not to see in the bedrooms? There's a window. They don't got curtains. Now what does Quill do? Oh no. Oh no. Awkward Quill. Quill doesn't know what to do. Does not even know ABC. Small baby. Baby. Does not even know ABC. Too much TikTok is where that comes from. Just, you know. All my problems come from too much TikTok.
I'm interested too, Maple. I'm still an adventurer at heart, but
We'll just have a Quill just sit down somewhere and watch people. And that's what Quills would do. I know that might be boring for you. Oh, oh, the pillows. I have ass cheek on it. Oh no, only one cheek. Oh, there we go. I sit down pillows so I wouldn't have to sit on the floor. But I accidentally sat only half one cheek. One cheek. Yep. He's in the Raven dorm. Never go half cheek. Always go full cheeks, both cheeks. Not just one cheek. Then you're like, whoa, my butt, it's uneven. This is me actually like sitting almost crisscross, but it does not look like crisscross. Because Quill used to just like sit crisscross. That's how he would sit. I don't know. Yes. Every time. All the time. Constantly. That's when I always notice my typos. Good point. Lara? Lara! Lara! Damien. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Quill doesn't know. I haven't been around. I haven't had time. I'm a working goblin. I did my first actual doodle today, like a golden doodle today. That was pretty cool. And then I did another little dog. Generally speaking, both went pretty well. They die? Why do they die on the top bunk? Thankfully, I think Quill would believe himself to be a little too heavy for the top bunk. So, thank you. I burp a lot. I'm sorry. You gotta get used to it. Oh, if Tank is on top bunk, he'd die. Yeah. Everyone would die underneath that. The model is going well. It's not quite done yet. I still have a little work to do on it. I've got to do a lot of texturing work. It was the very beginnings of that model being finished. The very beginnings of this, of the start of that model. Alright, I can't talk. I'm tired. Ugh. My burps get loud sometimes, but they vary a lot. Some of my burps are really loud and some of them are really quiet. It's a very relaxing map. They did a very good job on this map. I like this map. Very relaxing. After a hard day, not a hard day, but like a long day at the dog grooming school, it's very nice to come online and just kind of like, oh, I saw that. I saw you bow. I saw that, Wolfie. It's very nice to come and just kind of like chill and like look. Yeah, we can talk. Poggers. I'm not busy tonight after this. I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna do my laundry. That man is just scooting along. Take a shower. I'm gonna take a shower today. I need one. I smell. She does that with a lot of her characters. You know, Lila's skin. She doesn't eat the skin. But the skin exists. hot dogs, the wieners, the weenies. But yeah, even if nobody like, even if we don't really get very much RP, even if nobody talks to us, because we're kind of new to Misty Shore, and I know how Metaverse works. Sometimes, you know, if you don't know people, it takes a little while for you to get that chance where you like talk to somebody, your character, I mean, where the character talks to somebody and they're like, "Yeah, we're friends now." Especially when you're going into a roleplay where you have no like connections at all, like you don't have any characters that your character already knows, or any people that you know where you can kind of plan, like, oh yeah, these characters will have a connection, or like planning the introducing of a character, things like that. It can take a little while. So, but even if we don't get that today, I think it's actually kind of nice to just kind of sit here, cause, oh, I love all of this map. I like sitting in nature maps. Oh,
Excuse me.
yes.
Hi. I was told by a man in a suit that there are things called videos that can show me how to make bread, but I have no idea where to find those. And he's gone missing.
I think I know a little about. I have books that tell you how to make bread.
I like bread.
Bread is pretty good.
I steal the bread sometimes, but most times I pay for it.
And I mean, at least it balances out mostly.
How do I make it?
Kind of depends on what kind of bread you want to make.
I don't discriminate. All bread is wonderful.
I guess I could try and find a book on it.
If you can make it, I'm more than happy to pay you. I can pay you in either credits, gold, or outrageously large monster parts. Most people don't like the monster parts, except that Smith.
I do know how to make bread.
I will gladly pay you for every loaf of bread you make me.
Sure. I could make some tonight for you if you like.
I would very much like that.
Of course.
What would you like as payment? I will do anything. Obviously, the sword means something. If you need protection, I'm also very well at that. I'm an expert monster slayer. That's mostly what I do. But I can pay in credits or gold.
I don't really have much need for money or objects. So how about a conversation?
I can do that, but I've been told I'm rather intimidating. I tried shaking someone's hand and they yelled at me for it.
I assume that's probably just the armor. At least when I'm standing, I've been told I'm a little intimidating sometimes. I'm just very tall. Generally, other than that, I look like a baby.
I don't think you look like a baby. You make bread. No babies can make bread. I don't know how to make bread. How could a baby know how to make bread?
Well, I would technically be a very old baby.
How old are you?
I lost count.
Oh, wow. Either you're extremely old or you can't count that high. Either one is completely okay.
Maybe. I used to be a construct, so I've been alive for a very long time.
Excuse my hip bones. Okay.
That's okay.
That's interesting.
My
What
hip
is a
bones do that.
construct? Yours do too?
A being, at least in my case, a being created from magic and
I
paper.
believe that is danger.
How interesting.
May I provide some additional information?
Feel free.
Constructs are typically beings, normally automatons that don't really have a whole lot of their own thoughts or opinions. They're constructed and built to do a specific task. Some are capable of
Jello, thank you for the
multitasking,
subbie.
if they're designed to do so. However, as I've come to find out, there are some that are unique in the ways that they are able to think and act on their own, make their own decisions. These days, in the technological terms, we would call that artificial intelligence. So, I suppose some artificial intelligence is a sapience of its own.
I know an artificial intelligence. She's very nice.
I happen to know one as well. Well, not exactly know them, but acquainted.
I see. You have to forgive my ignorance, but most of what you just said makes no sense towards me.
Most people don't necessarily understand.
I've only been here for 2 days.
Well, do you know and understand what the machine is?
I've no. Oh, well, I mean, to some extent, we have boats that fly, and that's powered by some sort of machinery. But other than that, I have no idea.
Well, constructs can be very much the same way. They can be bipedal or quadrupedal. I've actually seen a few that are octopedal as well. So
Wow.
tend to creep people out. So
You're one of those?
I was. Technically, I don't think I am anymore. I have flesh body now. Still getting used to it.
Oh, wow. Everybody else I've met, there was a small blue and yellow fellow. He told me he doesn't have, like, skin, and he's just a husk. And that his clothes aren't clothes, that's his body.
there are some beings like that, yes.
Like him? Are you a
I mean-
construct?
They shot me in the dick.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
what?
They shot me in the
penis.
dick.
I'm sorry.
And then
for
somebody
your
shoved a
loss.
pill up my dick. They shot me in the dick.
Yeah.
Oh no, aren't you the one that lost to the little girl?
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss.
That is
I'm not gonna
fine,
have
never,
children.
What's up, Dan? Just some fun by their appearances. Even the smallest things can pack a big punch.
A minigun.
That's the first time I've seen it. That was very interesting.
The fun with the sparkly hair over there, the purplish pink sparkly hair. They're able to pull a motorcycle out of nowhere. So
Sparkle
it wouldn't
bitch.
surprise
That one?
me. Yeah.
Sparkle
Nani?
bitch.
Who said sparkle, bitch?
Whoa!
It's me. What do you want?
Sparkle bitch.
Regular bitch. High five. Woo. Oh. Okay, I'm changing my name to eunuch bitch.
Join my pain.
So, you're no longer a construct? How does that work?
Well, technically, I was, it's a little hard to explain. I used to be made of paper. I was bound, I had a soul, but it was bound to that body. And I don't entirely understand the process, but my creator left a body for me, which I was drawn to. I went to its location, and then I was asleep until someone woke me. And now I'm
Oh,
fleshy and I have to eat, and it's very different.
have you ever tried bread?
Yes.
That's the one thing I've come to love.
That was actually one of the first things I tried.
It's only been recently that I started to have this addiction towards it. I don't know why. Everything I used to hunt, I used to consume, but now all I can do is eat bread, it feels like.
I mean, there are many different types of bread to enjoy. Some of them are actually sweet, like a brioche.
Mm.
Then you have your more neutral breads, like your standard wheat breads and oat breads. There's honey wheat, which incorporates honey in it to it. It's still very much like standard bread, but a little sweeter.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm going to try
A
all
bit.
of them eventually.
My favorite is
Have you had
always
bread before?
flatbreads. Mm-hmm.
I do like that. I like that, and then there was another
Surprise.
one I tried while I was in the desert. This man that was wearing a really interesting headdress came up, and he called it, I think it's called non-bread? I think that's
That
what
one.
it was.
That's my favorite.
yes, that is a type of flatbread
I like
as
that.
well. It is very
That was
good.
really good.
I like
That was
making
really
things to
yummy.
dip it in.
The Jewish people actually have a recipe for what they refer to as
Matzah.
mana. No, not matzah, mana. As was depicted in the Old Testament. It's a very sweet honey and rosemary bread. It's also a flatbread. It's good.
I hope I can
Come
find
to
a
find
recipe.
out, I
for
really
that.
like most types of flatbread. Apparently.
There's also
I'm just
pizza,
trying to
which
learn
is a
how to make
flatbread as well.
Pizza?
Typically, yeah.
This is the soulless. This is the husk man I was
Half
talking
soul.
about.
Half soul,
that's what
nothing on the
it is.
inside. Yep.
I was asking. That one's a construct. Is that what you are?
No, I've pretty much narrowed that out. I don't think I'm a construct or synthetic in any way. Not synthetic into my definition, anyway.
So you are organic, but you don't have a body?
It's
Or,
a
I
little
guess, organs?
complex.
Yeah.
I didn't
he
exist, but
also
now
said-
I exist. Best way I could describe it.
You
I
okay?
wasn't entirely sure if I had
That's
a soul.
usually how a construct
all
works,
these
at least in
terms
my
are new
book.
to me.
There
I've
are
been trying to find
other
somebody.
types of creatures.
No.
I used to know. Well, but
Oh, magic construct.
I did know somebody that was an imaginary friend that just suddenly was not imaginary anymore. So there's an entire realm of possibilities.
Hey, Celine.
Get back here. Are you dead?
That's
Interesting.
one of
Sounds like
the
an episode of
things that
Fairly
you
Odd
have to learn
Parents.
quickly is pretty much anything is possible.
I would like to buy another.
As far-fetched as it sounds, it's
Oh, sure thing, buddy. Here you go.
possible.
I've seen dragons powered on energy that turn into things moving faster than I can hear. The idea of something being made out of paper does not blow my mind
off
awful,
that one. All right, you owe
awful
me,
much.
buddy. It's on your tab.
You see, I'm worried I'm made out of paper. That's why I don't go into the water.
Oh, fuck.
Can't recommend
I
it.
haven't tried actually going in. Yeah. Not until I figure a few more things
I used
out.
to be made of
Is
paper.
it? Shouldn't be. Did I mess it up?
Did you get taller?
Did
Did I
you?
mess it up?
Yeah.
I didn't get
What was
taller.
that
Did I get
like?
taller?
Not great.
No, I'm not taller. You're shorter.
Quite bad.
Are you allowed to peddle bees here?
Very
For
fragile.
Me, you look entirely
You're allowed
like.
to pedal. Why is your hair
I'm
black? It looks
flesh
good.
now,
I think you're
not
allowed to
paper
pedal
anymore.
anything, as long as it's not
Oh,
Used to
as long
be.
as it's not to children.
water.
What
I
kind
sing,
of construct
so I
were you
stay away
beforehand?
from
What?
I was a
What? You want
magical
bees?
construct
I would like some bees.
made with a paper body.
I
Like.
don't have bees.
Ooh.
It's
You know, I-
very
I-
inconvenient.
I would try to like.
Not really.
Got you. Okay.
If I get cut open or something, maybe I'll figure out a little bit more. But
Okay,
Until then.
You know what, since you said any kind, yeah, do a little Ziploc baggie with assorted bees. Here you go.
Will you die if you're split
It'll be
open?
30
you.
credits.
How
I can cut
much?
you
I don't
open
know.
rather easily, I think.
Here's 100.
I wouldn't suggest
Please
it.
don't, but
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
yeah, when
Appreciate that.
okay.
if the
Bees
breeze comes to it,
with you.
maybe I will.
Indeed.
Oh,
I think I
okay.
figured it out. It's because you always like
maybe, yeah, maybe that was a bit
How
aggressive.
did you
I
deal
wasn't
with
being
things
nice.
like the humidity and mold and mildew and that kind of stuff if you were made out of paper?
I lived in a particular part. Well, I lived in a forest that
You see, this is
temperature was relatively controlled.
So we're like more eye to eye now.
I see.
It was a fey
That's
forest,
what I meant.
and I had
Very sweet.
fairly good relations with most of the people in it.
With drugs.
I see.
And then I stayed inside of my tavern until
Ow.
it,
I just looked easy.
Well-
See what I did with my finger.
this happened. So
No, it was too fast.
I spent a lot of time alone.
You want more?
I did as well.
Then you prefer your form
Different
here?
reasons.
Here's one on the house, my friend, since you're such a good customer.
Sorry, say again?
Oh my god.
No, you could go.
He's my best customer so far.
Just didn't hear what you said.
Well, now he looks dead.
A bit loud.
Oh
obviously.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
I was just saying you prefer this form of flesh and possibly bone.
Yes. I mean, it's different,
If a
but
person takes my drugs,
different, and there's a lot more maintenance. And I don't know if I age yet,
yeah,
which is very
like,
concerning.
Like, lace it with anything, right?
But I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, it is.
Course,
But I can eat food now,
ricin.
which I couldn't before.
Ricin. It's a very good.
They're gonna make
Um,
me bread. I forgot. I was gonna say that.
hmm
They were gonna do that for me.
Set up like the Undertaker.
I also am able to leave and go in places and not feel like I'm going to either A, be set on fire, or 2, just turn into a little mush pile of paper.
Should I worry about that?
Wow.
Probably not. Have you ever been in rain before?
Oh boy.
I've had water on me, but just not like completely like drenched.
I guess that depends on.
I still drink.
Then you're probably not made
Been
of
to
paper.
Lower Zafira?
Just dead.
Have you ever been to Lower Zafira?
No, I'm scared to go there. I don't want to.
I wouldn't recommend it at this time, anyhow.
You
It's,
should. They leave a lot of nice things lying
bits of
around.
a
You should just
vortex
go
down
to
there.
my bike.
Hello?
Excuse me. So, I was hearing something about the Fae, which I don't understand. I was trying to greet people with handshakes when I first got here, and I was told that's not a good thing to do.
Um,
In
This is that way I haven't seen them yet.
both between the
They're around.
Fae kind and
Wayne is in there.
demons, devils,
Wait, hold on. What are you saying?
mostly devils particularly.
Yeah.
They can make deals, particularly sealed with a handshake.
Might pick up a drugs.trg, but TRJ, but that's not a.
And you can unwittingly make a deal that you didn't intend to, which, in some cases, can end up with you not having your soul anymore.
I got like 50 credits here.
Yeah.
So that soul thing's a pretty big deal.
Yes.
I would say so.
Almost, yes.
Alright, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
I see.
By the way, I did talk to Autumn. He actually runs the guild. Remember that
Monster
monster hunting
Guild?
guild I was talking about? Yeah, yeah.
Oh. That's the
Yeah,
one
I
thing
should've
I'm
talked
good
to him
at.
about that.
Liking bread and killing big shit. I got this big ass sword, and that's about all it's used for.
Are you okay?
I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm pretty good at it.
Bro. Be careful.
Is this me, or is there exceedingly more particles in this guy than normal? Air quality going
Break
down?
your fucking neck for a bit.
There's a few people, sparring.
You think that's what's doing it?
Yes. It was happening whenever the yellow one was sparring earlier.
Not productive for the environment.
I mean, the barrier should be containing most of it.
So, what are you?
Human.
Oh, okay. You're like me.
I don't know if I would say exactly like you. Are you missing limbs?
I don't think so. I got all my feet. My arms. I've almost had a finger cut off, but that's about it.
This leg and this arm are Magitech.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
I'm not used to.
It's just technology, but in the like with magic.
Okay. Technology is machinery, correct?
In a way.
I've heard those two compared before. That's where I've heard machinery before.
Yeah. The technicians that I had built them did a good job at matching them to the opposite side.
It looks really good. I would have never known. Can I ask how it's lost?
Car wreck. I was a kid still.
Very good idea. I like this idea,
Started out
Dave.
with cybernetics, but they started acting a bit weird, and I only
Technically,
somewhat recently
Quill is just
found out
particularly careful. A lot of people are particularly careful.
That's
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Ooh.
yeah.
So there was interference.
I think that I earlier on when I didn't know this was a thing, I was short-circuiting things, and yeah, it was
That
causing
makes
problems.
sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, I only recently found out about it. So, growing up, I had essentially what was a peg leg and a very simple arm,
Like
which
Saute.
was. I don't think I know them.
Is that the one with
Peg
the
leg.
Oh. He's over. He's somewhere over there. I don't. I saw him once, and I said something about his leg, and then I felt a little silly about saying something about his leg.
I'm sure he's cool with it by now.
But the old prosthetics were cabled directly into hooks that were implanted in my muscles, which allowed limited movement of them. It wasn't exactly convenient, though.
I got a question.
He's actually
So when you move to like a more physical body, right? Because you know when you're kind of like hollow or you don't have muscles, what was the jump like? What's it like to suddenly get muscles when you don't have any beforehand?
Very concerning. Also, breathing. I didn't have to breathe before.
Oh yeah.
I technically my chest did like go up and down, but it was only automated. It was just fake to make it look like I was alive, but I wasn't. I didn't have any organs. So generally speaking, going from a very light body to a very heavy one, I got very tired very quickly.
Oh, I can imagine. You know, believe it or not, I'm only like 20 pounds.
I could throw you very far. My boobs
Yeah,
weigh
it's
20
always weird.
pounds.
No, it's his fault.
Yeah, you probably
He
could.
fall over instantly from crack after he felt
That would be fun.
instantly from taking crack.
I'm
from
sure we could make that
paper,
work in
huh?
some way.
times in like a 10-minute.
Well,
But
you know,
I'm
maybe
sure
we can hold
it
off.
wasn't only just going to a heavy body, it was just all the
Everything.
mental strain of having to control something completely new and different.
plus the emotional changes. I had emotions before, but it was limited. A lot of emotions are changed by hormones, and I have those now. So all my emotions are significantly stronger.
Dude, okay, but does it get better in like the next like 20
Emotions
minutes?
get stronger when you have a real body?
At least if you have one that produces hormones.
That's sweet. It's a little strange sounding because I guess I don't know what I would know about emotions that I don't have.
It's
I haven't
not
had
that
problems with emotions
you
before.
get more emotions. It's just that they can be affected by hormonal changes.
Those hormonal changes can be affected by outside stimuli.
Mhm.
So, like looking up at the sky or the stars might make you happy. I'm going to presume as a construct you were able to feel happy.
I wasn't
But,
until I was much older.
Perhaps.
I gradually grew into them. I only still have half of a soul. The other half is artificial.
Okay, you'll be fine.
Hey, samesies! I got a half of a soul too. I'm waiting for the other half. I think still.
I want to find the man who, the dude you said could read souls, or find them. Cause I don't know what that is, and
Yeah.
I've been really trying to figure it out, but I haven't been able to find Mr. Shadow Man. Can you live without a
Wait,
soul?
so I think.
Technically, but it's not much of a life worth living. Your soul is who you
Think
are.
so?
Without a soul, typically you end up becoming a husk.
Oh.
Wait, aren't you a husk?
That's
Not
what
that
Rogue's
kind of
dad
husk.
was?
More,
Okay.
what's a better term?
Figuratively a husk.
Figuratively.
Like a zombie?
Yes.
Hmm. So what's
No
it like going
sense
from
of
a
who you
half
are.
soul to a complete?
My soul
Yeah.
still isn't complete.
Mm.
It's
Oh.
still half
You have
real and half artificial. It's more like I have half of someone else's soul and half of my own.
Oh.
It's really weird.
We gotta find
A
that.
lot of
Something like
similarities,
that was
surprisingly.
possible.
I didn't either. I didn't even think I had a soul. But, someone in the... Someone told me about it at some point.
Mhm.
They noticed that I had one, and I guess they pointed it out. But I was meant, at least when I was first created, I was meant to be a replacement for my creator's lost son. So I have half of his son's soul. Presumably whatever could be captured before it was up there, down there, wherever.
Isn't... I'm not well versed on the subject, but, isn't that kind of bad?
Yes.
To split the soul like that?
Very much.
Ooh.
I'm only just now realizing some of the ill effects of that. I don't actually have dreams. I just have memories of that life, which are sometimes very alarming.
I see.
I haven't tried dreaming or sleep.
Mm.
You've never slept before?
No.
Oh wow.
I mean, I've only existed for a couple months.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
You
a new
close your
development.
eyes? That's.
Of course I closed my eyes.
Yeah, he's a prosthetic
I
soul.
haven't done anything.
Souls are us. You can have us all. It's $9.99 for the It was so lonely.
So,
Yeah.
Oh.
Quill got embarrassed.
Not exactly having dreams could be, I guess you could say, a benefit in some cases.
Not exactly.
But if you're reliving memories, I think that might actually be worse.
Yeah. A little. It can be really, really concerning when I wake up sometimes. I think the person that I was supposed to be a mimicry of was not exactly the best person. At least, not to my qualifications. But they were an adventurer. They just did a lot of things that I'm not exactly happy about. For a little while, it started to, blur the lines between what was me and them. But I think I've got it under control now.
I have something like that, I think. Maybe. That's one of the few things. I went to a doctor after one of my hunts because I had been somewhat wounded, but not too badly. And I figured out I have schizophrenia, which I didn't realize was a thing. I thought everybody heard the, Yeah, remember how I was telling you about the voices thing?
Yeah, I know that part.
Yeah. No, it's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, I get the bad voices sometimes, but like I was telling him, there's only bad ones, or not only bad ones, but the only bad ones I listen to are the ones that tell me to steal bread.
Hello.
The good ones are nice.
I will come down in just a bit. Can you let Sam out?
Oh, you only told
Thank
me
you.
the bad one.
Oh yeah, because the good ones don't really show up. The good ones kind of compliment me, since I'm always on my own.
Pork, pork.
I don't really get the extra compliments for my hunting.
Yeah, maybe you should hunt in group more. You know, just be a lot more social.
I don't know.
I couldn't imagine having to go at it alone.
It's not too bad after you've done it a few hundred times. It's not bad when you're by yourself. But I think I'm ready to explore the options of group hunting again. That's why I want to see that guild so badly. Maybe I could watch them hunt. I haven't been with another group since my original one, and I don't know. It's been so many years.
Ow.
Hey,
I don't like talking.
I would never be solo.
Didn't exactly intend on being by myself. But you know, people lose focus and people mess up, and then that's how people die.
The closer I get to the group and guild, the more I get worried. You know, like people always come in and they're all injured, and like Pigs misses an arm occasionally, and then so many people get scraped up. It's worrying. You know, I don't know what it's like to lose somebody or even have somebody that you're scared of losing. It's all new to me.
Yeah, it's kind of par for the course for groups like this. Especially whenever we're hired to go handle some very difficult things that others can't. Chances are we might come back a little banged up or injured.
I'm honestly
worst case scenarios.
very nervous for my first mission. When that comes.
Ooh, you're going on your first.
I don't know when. I
Did you get accepted yet?
Yes.
Did you apply here?
Yes. I live here now.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I see.
I
guess that would explain why I started seeing you around recently then.
I used to run an adventuring guild, but I've never been an adventurer.
Used to?
It fell through.
See.
It kind of exploded, literally. So, yeah.
Explosions.
Is Fae or something else?
I ran an adventuring guild called Pathfinders. And there was eventually at some point, a strange portal showed up under one of our lakes. Likely due to the, ley line. It connected to
You're
a
gonna love my
completely
nuts.
different place.
What a guy.
And at some point, it exploded. And it took the entire guild house with it. So we closed the guild and disbanded. Some of them are here, actually.
I see. Huh.
Used
Are you okay about that? Have you, like,
Wait, you said
recovered?
Pathfinders? I remember seeing posters for that whenever I first came here.
I took them to as many places as I could.
Yeah, I thought about applying. But, back where I'm from, I had originally applied to, this group called Aegis.
I know of it.
And then moved.
I suppose we probably know the same AI then.
Hybris?
Yes. I
see.
at least used to be fairly close friends with her. It's been a long time since we've talked.
It's been a long time since I've been there. At least from my perspective, they aren't what they say they are.
I know a few people who think that. But I don't really know much of Aegis as it is. I only know Hybris.
I've only ever really met her once, and that was for the interview.
She used to come to my tavern.
She's... From my understanding of it, she's kind of taking a step back and let some of the other leaders take hold for the meantime.
That's probably for the best. She has kids now. She's married. Or not married. Getting married, if I remember right. At least the last time I saw her. She might be married now. It's strange. The first time I met her, she was still coming to understand her emotions. I actually helped her through some of it.
Interesting. Small world, I guess.
I guess so.
Hello. What are you?
I think them still technically on their roster as one of the recruits. It's just they really haven't given me the time of day, so I'm not really
a little creature
giving them fun. They said they'd find a place for me, and they didn't. So.
Is your hide worth any gold?
No.
Okay. Maybe that's not a okay. That's
Bad
not a good way to
conversation
make
topic.
friends.
Mind how close you get, please.
What?
I think they're sentient.
I was.
And by think, I mean they're definitely sentient.
That is
things that come here are sentient, whether they be animals or humanoid.
I've seen sentient books actually. Oh yeah, Scaly. He's great.
I was more referring to this hexapedal whatever that is over there.
Yeah, I also saw that.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
your new data opener.
Oh, maybe not.
Scaly has a problem.
Yeah, he doesn't know that they're not together anymore.
That's scary.
He does, yes.
It's also a she too, so in case that comes up.
Good to know.
I didn't mean any harm.
Oh, you know,
Never mind.
That's a concerning noise.
Yeah, that
oh,
sounded like it might have come from the med bay.
That's also
oh,
concerning.
maybe Higgs just sneezed again.
Oh.
Higgs
I
probably
don't know.
sneezed again.
Yeah, he sneezed and it like was a black hole. It was terrifying. I had to make sure my tassel was still on. I thought it came off.
Alright.
Huh.
I'll have to make sure to tell him Gesundheit whenever he comes back out.
Or maybe if the wall blows open.
I think we got bigger problems if that ends up happening.
No, well,
Bless people. People are moving.
I'm really interested about the Magitech things you were speaking of. Everything we have, anything that's usually machinery based, is only some sort of utility, not necessarily a tool or, I guess, any sort of weaponry. The only weaponry we have is all powered by strings. We do have gunpowder.
Tosses it at you.
I catch it. What This is a lot of moving parts.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's always getting full.
It's kind of
you
horrifying.
can actually peel the skin down
Yeah.
some. It's synth
I think
skin.
I'm okay.
It's not real.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's why. Fills up so fast.
Where
But,
where was this acquired? How
it
did
was
you-
custom made for me. I met someone fairly early on in coming to Zephyr and the surrounding areas. They kind of,
Oh wow.
I guess you could say, took a bit of pity on me. Because,
There's
like I
weaponry
mentioned,
made
my
out of
old...
this.
there is some, yes. I think, I don't see them now, but, the green one with the horns that was sitting here
Tech.
earlier? Yeah, Tech. They have some weapons made out of Magitech, from what they tell me.
That's how I know that. Tech is the one who introduced me to the guild.
Yeah, but, it was custom made. Originally, this is actually a version, I think 2.5. The first pair wasn't built for combat.
I need to set up Quill's combat stuff eventually.
This one is?
That one is, yes, with some minor improvements on top of the original combat specifications. Originally I wasn't actually planning on being a combatant type. But circumstances dictated the need to be, so...
I've
After
kind of
I
got that vibe.
blew out... After I blew out the joints and the elbow and the wrist of the original one.
That's where that came from.
It's a shame that we have to, like... Seems like so much aggressive stuff is out there. You know, when you first arrive at the metaverse, you're just content, you know, being around so many people and, you know, getting new experiences. But then, you know, people start killing each other a lot, and you gotta figure out what morals are really quickly.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't believe a lot of this kind of stuff existed.
Really?
Back in Germany. Yeah, we don't have very many non-humans there. We have a few, they're kind of referred to as demi-humans, beastkin.
They're fairly common.
Does that help out?
Not
Yeah,
everywhere, but in general.
Yeah. They had enough to be not uncommon, but they weren't common. Around Berlin. And,
No,
yeah,
that's pretty
coming
cool though.
Here, was scary at first.
Yeah.
So, demons and devils and angels and all of that were
No, yeah,
all
Quill
very
is basic
prevalent.
rank.
Around that time, they've kind of, all,
He can go on missions,
I guess gone on their way and since then.
but only basic.
Yeah. Dragon
Not
people, lizard men,
constructs. All very new. And, unfamiliar.
Well,
I mean, do you prefer it that way?
No, I don't think that I do. I think it's better knowing, the world as it is, and not as, my country wanted it to be.
it can be helpful knowing many different types of people. A lot of other races, I guess, have unique abilities that no one else can really do. I don't technically know what I am anymore. I don't know if I'm more leaning on human, construct, or somewhere in between. But
Well, if you were paper, I would. Paper isn't very conductive in of its own.
I couldn't. When I was a construct, I had no capability for casting magic. I could write enchantments, but I couldn't cast magic. Now,
Do you not have a mana pool?
I do now. The problem was before, I had a mana pool, but it was what kept me alive. Now, it's still what keeps me alive, but I need less of it. Because my blood is mana. Also, everything else. It's why I have the lines on me, I think.
it's kind of reminiscent of my arm and leg in that respect.
Kind of.
And whenever I'm in a darker area, you can actually see the mana running through it.
Ooh.
Even though I'm mana dead, I think is the term. I, have no mana pool, no magical circuits, none of that.
Oh.
Even the ability isn't magical, from what I've been told. Hi, Callie. Everything okay?
I need to fight.
In the arena?
Yeah.
How did it go?
I always forget.
Nobody
Quick
won.
question to this round. Anybody up for a sparring match after day done?
I think that I can pass on that, thank you.
That's fine.
I don't fight.
That's fair. I don't fight humans.
I'd like to, though.
But
You don't fight
Is everything okay?
I need to talk to you when you're done.
Yeah. If you'll excuse me.
It was nice to meet you.
Of course.
Nice to meet you as well. I never
Right.
caught your name.
My name is Quill Pembroke. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
If you ever
Cassie's
want
cell.
to talk again,
Cassie.
I'll be here. Live here.
Right. Yeah. Though it was pleasant meeting you. Maybe we'll work closely in the future.
I hope so.
It's okay.
I need to sit down.
You said you lived here though, right? Do you actually manage to get a room going?
I live in the dorms.
Are you actually paying for it? Because, I mean, you said that you're waiting on an application right now?
No, I'm in.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got in, and I was thinking about trying to figure out a living situation, but I don't know how it works.
I just had to ask, at least in my case.
You're not, like, paying credits or something?
At least they didn't tell me I had to. I don't actually have any money, so.
Yeah, same. I don't really eat or I don't need to eat drink, so I just kind of pass on it.
Well, I need to eat,
Missing
but
out.
I mostly just have rations that are left over, and a little tiny bit of money. Itty bitty small. And
I got
that's what I
$5
use for
recently.
food.
I delivered it.
Technically,
Apparently my
I
world's
have
currency
access
is
to
also
food.
accepted here.
If I really get in a bad situation, I have someone I can ask. But I don't really want to because
Same.
I would feel bad. They've kind of been taking care of me for a while.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Really?
They're a good friend of mine. I've been living, I guess, on that planet's term for 10 years on their planet. But here, I think it's only been maybe a year or two.
You definitely have more experience with the whole construct thing. What you said sounds pretty similar to my situation, so maybe I'll ask you for tips.
Feel free. I lived
I mean,
like that for a very, very long time. I was very sheltered.
But you didn't have any access to mana at the time, or any spell casting, did you?
I'm very new to it.
Do you want to see it?
I can cast a few spells now. I'm surprisingly good at learning magic. It just takes me being taught.
You know, maybe creations and stuff have an easy time for adaptability, because, I mean, I'm a quick learner.
Maybe.
It's just, right now, I'm only good at, like, borrowing other people's spells. I don't really do things myself. So, Haru didn't really... I asked Haru if I had a mana pool, and they said that I didn't, so... Nothing.
I didn't have a mana pool back then. Or at least I didn't have any magic circuits. Now I do. I've always been interested in learning magic, but I just couldn't. So I've been trying to learn. Unfortunately, first we had to focus on getting me used to this.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's a huge jump. I couldn't imagine having to become acquainted with muscle and flesh and all that stuff.
Especially because I had to get to a point that I wasn't just kind of tubby. I put on a little weight when I first started like this. I didn't really know how to
exercise or do anything. So, yeah. Fixed now.
Yeah, those concepts go over my head still.
I mean, I still wouldn't say like I'm like strong, but I'm strong given the fact that I'm big. Which was really confusing for a while, but I think I know why now.
What do you mean?
I was always confused why my body was so big, because it didn't make very much sense. Why would a human child, human son, be so large? I'm well above the normal height for humans.
Oh.
But I figured it out by one of the dreams I had. I think my mother was a Goliath. Well, the person I was made to be like was a Goliath. Their mother.
I've seen Goliaths before. They're pretty good. I haven't had too much contact with those races, though. I don't even know if we have any Goliaths at the guild.
No idea.
But I mean, I haven't really seen you stand up, so I don't know how tall you are.
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really measured. But I don't fit through most doors. So, big enough.
That's okay, yeah. Oh. And I don't fit in most chairs. I happen to be pretty short.
Mm.
You know, despite everything, you know, I've had a lot of issues with this form because people don't really like.
Yeah, that's been lore for a very, very long time. That Quill just never really knew until now.
I mean,
I rolled for
I'm
it.
happy with my body.
I think I have problems with mine sometimes, but not like, I think I just get embarrassed.
It takes time getting comfortable in a body.
I wasn't even really comfortable in my old one. I had a gaping hole in my stomach. It was like I was cut in half.
Was that just...
The only thing that held me together was mana. Mm-hmm.
So the inside of your body when you were a construct just...
Yep. Now, technically, a lot of my body is comprised of mana. But more of it is flesh and sinew.
You think something like that's floating around inside of this body?
Maybe. It's entirely possible.
Well, I suppose X-rays wouldn't pick up on that, huh?
No. Someone who can see mana, maybe. I've known a few.
So, his soul could be bound to another body, like yours was?
It could be bound to a body, an object, his body. Mine was bound to an object.
I don't think my background is anything complex. You know, everything seems vague, but it kind of makes sense. Because, you know, well, I guess it's a hard story to not start from the beginning. Yeah, basically, I was in what I assumed to be a different world where there was nothing, right?
Umbrella, thank you so much for
there was
subbing.
something, and that something became me. And then next thing you know, a few voices pop in my head, tell me to go through, I mean, essentially, I guess it was a portal to the metaverse, and then I ended up here. So there was nothing, then nothing became something, the something became me. No creator, no nothing as far as I know. I don't even know where I came from.
I didn't really know where I came from at first either. my memories were taken from me. At least when I started. I got them back when I got this body.
It'd be weird to imagine that I have a creator out there somewhere. I figured it was circumstances.
It could be.
I don't know whether it'd be scary or comforting to know that I would have some semblance of a creator, because it would probably mean that I would have a bigger purpose, and that's kind of an issue that I've been dealing with.
I think what I learned
On the other hand,
through being a construct is you make your own purpose. At least eventually. My purpose was technically to replace a person that was dead. And I didn't do a very good job of that.
and that doesn't bother you?
It did for a while.
I mean, you said that they were a bad. Huh.
It bothered me once I found out that my entire purpose was to replace someone else. But now I'm more comfortable with it, I guess. Because I became someone else. So I'm still
And
me.
so you value who you became rather than what you were supposed to be? Interesting. Maybe I still got a lot of time to figure out what this construct body purpose is.
Probably.
What I want to do with it.
I wish you luck with it. I should probably be heading back in now. I'll start working on your bread.
Oh, sure.
I might have to go and find some ingredients, though.
If I can help pay for anything, I'm more than happy to.
I think I have most of the ingredients. So I might just forage around for something. I might try and make you a berry bread. Just have to find some berries.
Whatever, I trust you with whatever you believe is best.
I suppose I'll
Thank
see
you.
you both soon then.
Of course.
Oh, by the way, my name's Hearts.
Oh, right.
Bart?
It's nice to meet you.
Hearts. Like
Part?
Hearts.
Oh, Heart. Oh.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I didn't get your name either.
Yes.
My name is Jericho.
And if you didn't hear it before, my name is Quill. Quill Penbrook.
Quill.
Well, okay.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's nice to meet somebody that comes from a background that at least sounds somewhat familiar.
It's nice to have that as well. It's actually what built one of my main friendships. Most of my life was spent around humans, elves, but mostly humans. Which was very different for me at the time. So it's nice to meet other constructs. Oh.
Yeah, you know, when you first got here, I can only imagine. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I'll get distracted again.
Oh, no, it's
I'm
completely
very
fine.
easily distracted.
Bread.
Boy. Bread.
Thank you.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Bread.
Find bread. Well, not find bread, but find things for bread. Yeah, I have most of the herbs I've made. Just have to use this and ask if it's okay for me to use the kitchen. If they have a kitchen. They have a kitchen. So I'll find that out. Quill, first quest. The quest for bread.
They weren't bad. The person that Quill was before just was not perfect. They did some bad things. Technically, they were a fairly good person. They did many things that were good. But they also did many things that were bad. Kind of neutral. Alright. Bird. Unfortunately, I have to get off. Which makes me sad, because we've only roleplayed for an hour and 20 minutes. But, I need to eat food. I'm really hungry. We got like pot roast. And I want to eat it. I really, really want to eat it. So, I'll see you guys, I think the next RP that I can manage to come to is on Friday. Because I'll be able to come to Misty Shore again, and then, other things. So, I'll see you on Friday. Yeah. Is there anyone, is Haven streaming? Actually? Or is anyone else from ATK streaming? I want to try and raid somebody from ATK. No Doom RP? Is there Doom RP tonight? I don't know that I can make it to Doom RP. Even Pog! Okay. As always... Oh, let me pause the music. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you guys had a good time. I'll see you guys on Friday. Goodbye, combos.